All right, in this next problem, we are solving by factoring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this out first. So I'm going to take this 3x times x. That's going to be a 3x squared. And then 3x times 3 is going to give me a negative 9x equals 6x squared minus 10x. Now, since I have these x squareds, I want to solve by factoring, so I need to get everything to one side. So I'm going to move everything over to the left side, meaning I'm going to take this 6x squared and I'm going to subtract it from my other 6x squared, and I'm also going to take this negative 10x and I'm going to add it over here. What that's going to do is on this side of the equation, 6x squared minus 6x squared is 0. Negative 10x plus 10x is 0. So it's going to 0 out on this side. So I'm setting the equation equal to 0. Then I'm doing 3x squared minus 6x squared. That's going to give me a negative 3x squared. And then I have negative 9x plus 10x. It's going to give me a positive 1x. Okay, now factoring for this one, since I do not have 3 terms, I only have 2 terms, it's obvious to me that I want to take out a GCF, but you are always going to check when factoring if you can take a GCF out first. Now here I can divide both of these by x. So if I take a GCF of x out, here's what I'm left with. So I have an x. Here this leaves me with a negative 3x. And then x divided by x is not 0, 1. Okay, so now I'm left with these. Now I take each factor, set it equal to 0. So this is a factor that gets set equal to 0. So I have an answer of x equals 0. I don't have to do anything there. Take this factor, set this equal to 0. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to solve that one. So, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this plus 1. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Bring that negative 3x down, and then divide by negative 3. Those are going to cancel. I'm going to get x equals negative over negative will give me a positive 1/3. So I have 2 factors. I have this x here equals 0, and then I have an x equals 1/3. So when I come back up to my problem here, I'm going to say x equals 0, 1/3. Now you can also check this with both of these by plugging them back in. Okay, if I plug a 0 back in, I'm going to get 0 equals 0. That works. Okay, 3 times 0 is 0, times negative 3, still 0. 6 times 0 squared minus 10 times 0, 0. Then we can try with the 1/3. With the 1/3, let's see what we get here. So 3 times 1/3, I'm going to put that in a parentheses. And then times, let's see, parentheses 1/3 minus 3. So that is the left side there. Okay, we get negative 2.6. So that is roughly, turn that into a fraction, negative 8/3. And then let's see here, 6 times 1/3 squared minus 10 times 1/3. So let's see what that gives us. Same thing. Okay, so it gives us the same thing on both sides. So both of these solutions are going to work for us.